All right, guys, welcome back to Call Your DFS. Um, I think I want to start this off a little different. I think I might have stepped on some people's toes when it comes to DFS. Some people do this for a living, as far as sell lineups, sell core players. I don't sell players. I don't sell lineups. I mean, at the most, I'll say if you like what I'm doing in my videos, donate. Um, and I'll email me and I'll send you some core players to play. Donations don't need to be big. Like I said, it could be $1. However, I realize every time I give away value plays, mid-range value players that are lock-ins, I get a negative response all the time. In my last video, I did one for DraftKings, and almost every player on there that I put on there, it was a simple lineup. I just wanted to show you the construction of it and the prices of DraftKings compared to Fanduel. And I included on there a lot of value players that could easily construct your lineup. And I excluded a few, so the ones that I excluded, I told you, hey, these are the ones I think are questionable. And it turns out 2 out of the 3 didn't show up to do good value that night. So I think I think I fucked up. I'm sorry. I know some of you guys out there, this is your thing. You sell lineups, you sell core plays, and it's your thing. I get it. I didn't mean to give away plays that you probably would have sold or whatnot. Either way, it's neither here or there. I just wanted to break that, start my video like that, because I actually have a 9 to 5. So I understand if you don't have a 9 to 5 and this is your moneymaker and you are profitable at this. I get that. So I just want to say it wasn't on purpose. Everything I do is not on purpose. It's more so just informational and advice. I just want to help people out, because there's not a lot of individuals out here willing to help others out when it comes to DFS. You got a few, but you don't have a lot. You got more people trying to take your money while playing in the same contest that you're trying to play in. That's not me, because I look at it like this. I give you advice. I don't care if it's the same players you play that I play. I don't care, because at the end of the day, if it works out for you, it's going to work out for me. And I'm still going to make money off of whatever tournament or head-to-head I get into. And chances are you're not even going to be in the same tournament or head-to-head or whatever with me. So at the end of the day, the point I'm trying to make is we're playing DFS to make money. Everything else that happens on YouTube with selling lineups and core players, that's just extra that I really don't care for, really, to be honest with you. Because let's think about this. If I'm in a GPP tournament, if I'm in a tournament and the cash prize is 100,000, I'd rather take the 100,000 versus $1 or $5. That's just how I feel. We're here to make money from FanDuel or DraftKings or whichever DFS site you play. That's where we're here to make money. We're here to make money off of those. Everything else, it's not really that relevant to me, anyways. So now that that's said, I'm gonna go ahead and jump into it. It's a 2-game slate. I hate 2-game slates. I hate them with a passion. I said it before in previous videos. I thrive in big slates, like 10 games, 11 games, whatever. I thrive in those slates. These 2-game slates, I don't want to say I struggle, but the point is this. In order to succeed in a 2-game slate, you have to follow the trend, and then you have to really scour for the low value player that nobody else is going to be playing. And to be honest with you, the way fantasy is, it's not about having the best players or having all the best players. It's about having the right combination, the perfect lineup. It's a strategy. It's a puzzle. You got to put stuff together in order to have a perfect lineup. And that's daily fantasy. So no matter what, if a guy tells you, hey, on FanDuel, I have 9 players for you to play. I'm gonna say on FanDuel I have 10 or 11 guys that you should play. If they're all good guys, good fantasy value guys, it's not necessarily you're gonna win the jackpot. It's not necessarily gonna win the big cash prize, because at the end of the day, you got to put those guys in motion the right way. You got to put them in place the right way. So it's a strategy. It's a puzzle. So jumping into the slate today, we have Washington versus Atlanta and Chicago versus Boston. All right, so, and I'm going to jump right into the low value guys. Automatically, you're going to want to target either Otto Porter, Tayshaun Prince, or Kent Bazemore. The difference between the three is Kent Bazemore is going to shoot or attempt a lot more shots than Tayshaun Prince and Otto Porter. However, Tayshaun Prince is going to probably make solid plays like layups and jump shots or whatever that are 4 or 5 feet away from the basket. So that's the difference between the three. Now, Otto Porter, he's been struggling, but he's going to play defense. He's gonna he has a 3-ball he can shoot that he does pretty well, but offensively he hasn't been doing too great since we've came into the playoffs. But those low value guys are somebody you would want to consider. Everybody knows about Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler is pretty solid for today's slate. I'm always say Kelly Oubre. I like Kelly Oubre not because of his performance or the value he gets you fantasy wise, but simply because he helps with roster construction. He has a high upside when placing him in your roster. You can put him in your roster and put high value guys in your roster. And with Kelly Oubre, he has a high upside of anywhere from 15 to 20 fantasy points. That's the only reason why I like him. Other than that, he is not somebody I would usually roster. If I would say play him, I would say play him in a GPP. A head-to-head, no. Okay. A low value guy that I'm gonna put out there, Portis. I like Portis. I love him for this slate. I think he's gonna come out and play hard. He is gonna come off the bench behind Mirotic, but I think he is going to have a solid game. Both of them, really, honestly, I think both of them would have a solid game. But however, for the price difference plus production, I think Portis would be the way to go. I would say Portis for small forward. I would say, and honestly, it's you can pick both of them, Kent Bazemore or Tayshaun Prince, if you would want to go cheap, so you can build around these three players. For shooting guard, I don't know why, but I'm leaning more towards Marcus Smart. Now, I know a lot of people are going to say Gerald Green, and he is a very good play. I am not saying he isn't. He is a very good play. And if I were to create big, I would pick Gerald Green. But I'm leaning towards Marcus Smart when it comes to shooting guard. So that means I don't care for Wade. I don't care for Bradley. Every time I pick Bradley, he lets me down, and I know you're supposed to be consistent in the playoffs, but it gets to the point where you're like, you know what, fuck him, I'll let somebody else win with him. So you're looking at 9,500 to play with. You have a power forward and a center position they go at center position. Your low value center, honestly, to me, would be Marcin Gortat. I love him against Atlanta today. However, I also like Horford. So if I wanted to give you all low value options so you can build your lineup around or construct your lineup, I would say go with Gortat, Portis, Bazemore, simply because he shoots more than Tayshaun Prince. He shoots the deep ball. He shoots the two. He's more active. Now, here's the downside to that. It's not necessarily just because he shoots more doesn't mean it's gonna go in. So that's that part of the situation. At shooting guard, Gerald Green would be a high value option for most people, and I'm not saying don't pick him, but I'm leaning more towards Marcus Smart. And just for argument's sake, I'm going to throw him in there. And with that right there, it gives you 9,000 to play with, where you can build your lineup however you want. Automatically, I think Schroeder is a must play, simply because me personally, I believe Schroeder to be a baby Westbrook. He is a baby Westbrook in terms of how he plays, in terms of comparing him to Westbrook when Westbrook had KD and James Harden on his team. He is a baby Westbrook. He's a Westbrook in the making. So, I mean, I was on him not 2 years ago, a year ago, when I was saying, look, I can't wait till they get rid of Jeff Teague, because I like Schroeder. The coach need to play Schroeder more. You know, the coach was penalizing Schroeder because he was young, he was hanging out, he was staying out late, breaking curfew, stuff like that. But at the end of the day, he is a great play. So if I would say go with anybody at point guard, I would say Schroeder. And there it is, man. I mean, look, I laid out a foundation for you guys. Like I said, though, you know, when it comes to fantasy, you gotta make your own. You gotta follow the trend and find the low value guys. I can almost guarantee you that Gerald Green is going to be a high owned individual in this slate. However, you got options. I mean, these low value guys, Marcus Smart, mid range Marcus Smart, low value Gerald Green, Kent Bazemore, Portis, and Marcin Gortat. I like those guys for today's slate. Would I say put them in the same lineup? I wouldn't advise it. I would say play with your lineup, construct it how you want, and then insert certain low-value individuals that you can turn to. Again, you know, with Kent Bazemore, you know, Tayshaun Prince and Otto Porter are good options. It's something to consider. You know who your high-value plays are, but your low-value plays are the ones that's going to get you to the money. All right, so that's all I got for you guys today. If you like what I did, like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out.